Hey, random stranger, just taking a break in my workday because I wanted to check out the new miComet track that just dropped. How long have people been waiting for this? I don't know, but I imagine for a very, very long time. Her face. That's the tone of their relationship, I guess. Yep, vocals are coming through loud and clear. Oh, yes. Nice synth heads. Huh? Ah, nice. But the key change, I was being like, okay, doesn't matter. This sounds amazing. It was a Jin track, so I was kind of expecting the key changes. Oi! Just pack a metal instrumental in there, why don't you? Oh, that sounds amazing. The mad piano. Conga? Oh, there's the piano again. The 80s synths. I mean, I guess it fits the pixelated visuals. This is... Ooh. Now we're in smooth, like, jazz pop mode. But I didn't feel the transitions at all. Wow. I felt that key change. But honestly, this is really well done. So we're gonna forgive, like, the key changes. Oh god, they sound so good. Cat and dog unite. Baby. Okay, that's really cute. Huh? Wait, it hasn't ended yet? Oh, ooh, that was a very funky end. Okay, we're gonna listen to this again because I feel like my brain was just barely keeping up with the insanity of what's in the instrumentation, which I highly enjoyed and we will go back to. But I do want to go back and kind of listen to their vocals. She sounds so cool. Okay, when you have such contrast between two voices, it works. Suisei. When she like blasted that audition. Nice. Man, when you let Suisei sing, she sings. Damn, this is probably my favorite part. It goes hard. It's actually really fast. Suisei! I feel like lately I haven't had much of a chance to just fangirl over Suisei belting out notes in a produced track, you know, just recently. I mean, vocally they blend really well. They're both going equally hard. The way that they like switch the melodic parts is also like really cool. It's fast, but they make it work. You know, for the first minute and a half of this track, it was enjoyable. It was this hype-sounding track with some smooth extended chords sprinkled in there to give it a bit more spice, but nothing really to raise the roof. But it was building towards that badass metal instrumental break, and I think from that point on was where it really took off and kind of just elevated itself. So if we dig deeper under the hood, I guess there's like two main techniques that I can pick up on that made those transitions so smooth. One is because, I mean, there's rhythmic continuity, you know, these rapid driving rhythms persist throughout each of the sections, so there's this very clear through line, even though the instrumentation shifts dramatically. But I think the real genius lies in the judicious use of musical space. So here, before we get to the crazy metal part, we have one bar of just sustained chords, one bar of miComet a cappella. It's kind of like a palate cleanser before the hard section hits. You know, there's just enough breathing room to prevent whiplash, but that's also not enough. So other uses of space. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In this metal section, we're actually in halftime relative to the other sections. The snare and the drum is emphasizing beats 3 and 7 instead of every second and fourth beat like in the other sections. So in the normal count, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this upcoming part, it changes not the speed, but the emphasis in the drums. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it feels like it's slowed down, but the speed actually hasn't changed at all. I also really liked that gap they had on the beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That short but very conspicuous silence on that important strong beat also gave the intensity of that section just room to take a breath. Here the transition works because, yeah, the mid-range instruments drop out, allowing the resonance of what I think are conga drums or some similar acoustic percussion and the rhythmic guitar strums to anchor the section. So unlike the previous section where actual silence created some breathing room, here you have musical space by thinning out the textural density, which creates an interesting contrast with the denser previous section while also keeping this transition smooth instead of like overwhelming. It's very smart. And then the rapid piano reappears at there. Notice how much more in your face that piano one was in the previous section during that transition compared to this. Like it's a wisp of its former self, but it's there. So it's present enough to signal the next transition, but it's deliberately understated. And now here, sort of the mid-range has returned with those 80s pop synths. And then it builds to this next section. Again, more spaced out. So it's built on these like minimal 2-beat synth chords. That's why all these vibe changes work so well and kept the song so engaging. The brilliance was in the negative space, kind of like knowing when to pull instruments back, when to clear the mid-range, when to let the silence do the work. As a result, you can pack these genre shifts into one track in a very short amount of time, and it won't sound random and messy. It just sounds awesome. Yeah, they smash it out of the park with this one, and I'm so glad that miComet has a legit strong track to riff off.